Hey guys, and welcome to part 2. So right now I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the starter base tone that I do for my ethnic toddlers, or any toddler actually. When it comes to the skin tone, I do the same starter base for all babies, no matter what the ethnicity is. And so I'm showing you those colors. So you're going to see me using unbleached titanium, which I'm showing you now. And the first ones were burnt umber and also raw sienna, and then I'm showing you that purple Liquitex medium. It is called flow and adhesion flow additive. It makes the paint go really smooth. Right now I'm adding in that pavement color to start it off, and then you'll see me put a drop of raw sienna and also a drop of burnt umber. So when you're going into the store, if you do want to use Liquitex paints, then just look for the purple bottle. It's called Flow and Additive. Sorry that my label is all scratched up. I've had this one for a while, and this one does sell out pretty quickly. So if you can find it, I would recommend grabbing like 2 bottles, because I've been working on the same bottle for a minute, because this stuff does sell out quickly. I just get my paints from Michael's. So I'm showing you, I'm putting a bunch of the base there because that's going to be our starter, and then I'm mixing those additional colors in, and it'll give you a nice starter skin tone, kind of like a tanny, milky sort of skin tone, so it's not just white. And this will add a bit of undertone color. And I mixed up this skin tone because when I look at my skin underneath of my hands, of my arm, it's like lighter on the bottom, and that's kind of what the color underneath looks like. If you kind of look at my hand where it's kind of lighter where the light is reflecting, it kind of looks like this color. So I figured that this color shines through my skin and also on my palms, so I start off with that. I'm pouring some water and 2 drops of this adhesion additive. You do not need a lot of this additive, just like a drop or 2. Diluting your paint is going to be very important, because you don't want a super thick layer. So if you need to add water, you'll see me a little later on add a little bit more water to this paint, because it started to thicken up as I was going along painting. It'll slowly, the water will dissipate a little bit and it'll start to get a little thicker. So if you need to, just keep checking the consistency of your paint. You want this to kind of run up the side like milk. And so I'm showing you there. I'm just mixing it up really good. Now I have filmed this whole entire beginning. I showed you guys the head, the legs, like one of the legs, one of the arms, 25-minute video. Look back at it just to realize my camera had moved. So I was glad I didn't do the other 2, because I'll just show you guys one of each limb. So I'm glad I still have the foot and the hand left. Because I had already done the head and I was showing you guys, but you are going to see like how off kilter this was. But I just kept the first part of that first video just to show you how I mixed up my paints, so that you can have that. So now I'm about to apply it to the head, but as you can see, I am about to be super off camera because I zoomed up my camera way too far, and so you can't even see me apply that, but you can see that I actually did like the head and everything. But I did save 2 limbs at least, because I had always paused it a little bit to check it, but by the time I realized it, I was just like in the zone. So what I do with the arms and the legs that you'll see coming up is pretty much what I did with the head and the rest of the pieces. So I do the same concept. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the limbs that you can actually see. So yeah, I'll see you guys a little later. Just popping back on really quick to say, if you look at the head and look at the I purposely did not paint the torso part in this video. Of course I painted it after I started recording, but so that you can see the difference. Look at the torso and the head and that right leg. Those are the ones I had did the first time, and I'm working on this leg. So you can kind of see how the color is slightly changing just by looking at that head, the foot, and also that belly plate. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see that there is a slight difference. So I just wanted to point that out, and I am going to start speeding up the video after this. So enjoy. Alrighty, so right here I'm showing you that the parts where we previously put the light yellow layer in the last video, I'm going to be adding the starter base tone to it because this is still a part of my highlights that I like to do. So certain parts of the face are going to be lighter than other parts, and you'll notice for darker babies ish or African American, or that usually the center of the face is lighter than the outer perimeters of the face, and that's because that's kind of where the light is hitting. So you'll notice I'm putting it on the tip of the nose, on the cheeks again, on the chin this time as a highlighter. If you do makeup, then I don't do makeup, but if you watch makeup videos and stuff, you notice when they put the contour, that's pretty much what you're doing. You're kind of contouring and highlighting, like where they put their highlights in when they go in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the same concept. You're gonna bring out those bright spots. I do it right over top of the eye, usually for girls too, to give an open, like a kind of bright-eyed look. So on the cheeks, on the nose, on the chin, right in the center of the face, you notice I do like a mushroom shape because it's usually right in between where the temples are, like between the nose and the forehead, in a mushroom shape. You'll notice there's, that's what I'm doing right now actually, and there's a more highlighted look. So that's what I'm doing. I had already previously, as I said, put the starter skin tone onto the kit, and so put your starter skin tone on first and then go back and do your highlights, so that you'll definitely see the parts that kind of need to be brightened, and sometimes the kit will just tell you where to add them. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look out for part 3, where we are going to go into a little bit more of the shading, and then after that, then we're gonna get started on the actual skin tone. But basically the starter layers take me the longest, just building up the undertones and the shading parts. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.